My name is Haley, this is Jordan, and we work for the Pennsylvania Game Commission. Today we are here at Middle Creek Wildlife Management Area at the Trailhead for Willow Point Trail. This is our most popular and accessible trail here at Middle Creek. It is paved, flat, and a relatively shorter trail. It is about 0.4 miles down and back for a total of 0.8 miles.
Just a few steps past the Willow Point Trailhead sign is the Willow Point kiosk. So the kiosk has a bit of important information for you to know before you get started on your hike. Firstly is a map of Middle Creek that shows different hiking trails as well as a "You Are Here" symbol so you know where you're at. Second is a list of important information to know to help with emergency assistance, such as nearest hospital, GPS coordinates. Third is a sign talking about when Willow Point Trail will be closed. Willow Point Trail is almost always open except for certain waterfowl hunt days. It is important that you know that information before you get started on your hike. You can check it out here at the kiosk, call the visitor center, or check it out on our website. The last thing that you'll see is there are 4 different types of sign you might see on your Willow Point Trail hike, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
This is a rub created by a male white-tailed deer, also known as a buck. Bucks rub their antlers against the base of trees, which leaves their scent behind. They create rubs during the rut, or breeding season, to mark their territory and to intimidate other bucks. This is what is known as a game trail. A game trail is a path or trail created by animals that is used repeatedly for hunting and grazing. A way to recognize a game trail is to look for a pathway of flattened grass and broken twigs. Because we found a rub very close by, and other deer signs such as scat, this game trail is likely used by white-tailed deer.
Let's go over some of the signs you may come across while visiting Middle Creek and hiking on our trails. The first sign is a controlled area sign, which is white. These areas are closed to the public and are only accessible to those with a permit, such as during our controlled hunting opportunities. This sign also reminds users that drones are prohibited on all state game lands to help minimize wildlife disturbance. The next sign is also white and is the public recreation sign. This sign signifies areas where public recreation is encouraged, such as picnic areas, the boat launch, and the area surrounding the visitor center. The next sign is yellow and signifies the propagation area. The propagation area is off limits at all times and leaves several acres of natural space completely undisturbed for wildlife. The fourth sign is the Pennsylvania Game Commission's orange state game land sign. This sign indicates that you are on a state game land and certain regulations apply. State game land signs list the restrictions and regulations clearly. For more information on what each sign means, be sure to check out the Hunter Trapper Digest or visit our website at www.pgc.pa.gov. This is a bat box, a man-made structure that mimics the space between the bark and the trunk of the tree, which is a natural shelter for bats. This bat box is located right near the lake. All bats in Pennsylvania are insectivores, meaning they eat mainly insects such as mosquitoes. Since many insects are attracted to water and bats eat insects, it makes sense for the bat house to be constructed near a body of water like the Middle Creek Lake. The bat box is black to help hold heat inside. This heat is necessary for survival when bats are raising their young.
Here we are at the end of Willow Point Trail, where we have a scenic view of the Middle Creek Lake.
The Middle Creek Lake is an important habitat for many waterfowl species, including the tundra swan. The presence of the tundra swan has allowed Middle Creek to be designated an important bird area by Audubon. The tundra swan uses Middle Creek as a stopover site during its migration.
Another waterfowl species that uses Middle Creek as a stopover site during its migration is the snow goose. The snow goose is one of the world's most abundant waterfowl species, with populations estimated to be between 10 to 20 million birds. Middle Creek saw its peak of snow geese in 2017, averaging roughly 200,000 birds. The snow geese like to use Middle Creek because the large lake offers a roosting site, while the several agricultural fields offers plenty of food for them to fuel up on their migration.
Willow Point Trail reaches its peak in popularity during snow goose season, particularly during the weekends. If you'd like to come view the migration at a less popular time, we suggest visiting during the weekdays in the mornings and evenings.
For more information on the snow geese migration at Middle Creek, you can visit our website at www.pgc.pa.gov.
Thank you for watching our virtual guided hike.
For more information about hiking trails in Middle Creek, be sure to pick up a hiking trails brochure from the kiosk in front of the Middle Creek Visitor Center.